Hey, what is up everyone? It's Rinku. Black Desert Online pulled a fast one on me and probably a lot of other people when they announced that they were not going to have a maintenance this week. So if you guys didn't know, a little while ago they changed their maintenance schedule for both NA and EU servers as well as the Korean servers to bi-weekly. Probably for the Kama Sylvia content here and the Heart of the Veil content in Korea, they just had to do a lot of content, so they switched to bi-weekly. But yeah, even after not having maintenance last week, we don't have maintenance this week. So now we're going on 3 weeks without maintenance. However, they give us the really good news that starting next week we'll have maintenance with probably patch notes every single week again. So they're scrapping the bi-weekly thing now that all the content's being pushed out to go every week. That means Kama Sylvia 2 is probably coming very soon for us, and they already have Heart of the Veil out for Korea. So there's a lot of content that just got dropped, and I'm excited that they're actually going to be able to produce updates every single week again. That means the patch note weekly will actually be weekly again, which is really cool. So that is a lot of good news. Something important that we just talked about, the weekly maintenance being updated, this is also true for the Korean servers as well. So not only are we going to get maintenance every single week again, so is Korea, but when they have patch notes, that means that the new content or tweaks they get to their game is new content to everyone in the world, whereas most of the updates that we get are straight from Korea week after, or months and months and months later. So Korea is truly the game that gets everything first. That's why it's so important to look at what they get when it comes out. It's kind of like seeing the future in a way, and we won't get everything they get. They'll still have their own special Korean pay-to-win features and Korean event items that we may or may not ever get, but it's really cool to see what they get and to see what we get and to see like the time span of our games, I guess. So that is going to be really cool, seeing constant updates every week. And that's also why I make videos on both our servers, and also I look at their patch notes and sometimes play the new classes when they come out in their game, just to see what we will get eventually. It's just a really cool thing. Alright, since there's no patch notes today, I'm sure you guys have been wondering what this video is about. We're just going to reminisce about the future, about things that are going to come in the future, in a week from now, and months from now. There's a lot of stuff, and at the very end I will show the one outfit that got re-released for NA and EU because it was already released last year on Halloween, but things that we have to look forward to. In the near future, being next week, we have the Halloween events. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a ton of Halloween events, just like last year, hopefully better. I hope they actually revamp the events. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to be, but there seems to be some hype in Korea, and we'll also talk about the Korea Halloween events going on right now tomorrow in my next video, but we'll probably experience the same exact thing next week. And also, I wonder if they're going to release Kama Sylvia Part 2 like before Halloween event, after Halloween event, probably during, or if not at the same time. I don't know, that's going to be kind of crazy to think about. So that's leading into the next thing, Kama Sylvia Part 2, pretty sure it's going to come very soon. I want to say in the next 2 weeks. I feel like it's going to be Halloween next week, Kama Part 2 the week after. I'm not sure. I'm not going to like confirm that or anything. I have no idea. But it's crazy to think about. They said it's coming sooner than we think. And it could be coming soon as fuck. That's just exciting to think about. It's going to be so many things. A quest line, new items, new grind spots, new method for like trading because you can trade at longer distances now. New level 2 workshops that work 5 times the speed as a normal workshop. They cost a lot of contribution points, as well as the luxury mansion that costs 15 contribution points. There's just a lot of stuff, and then we have even more stuff to look forward to. A lot of the updates that Korea has actually been getting is class rebalances for PvP, which I'm sure a lot of people are excited for, as well as the second awakenings, aka the raw bomb skills, aka enhanced skills. And the thing about this is everyone got an enhanced skill at 56, but now they're releasing a second enhanced skill for 57. So you have 2 choices at level 56, but those are completely separate, different things than the new choices you get at 57, and I'm not even sure if they have I'm pretty sure they don't have it for all classes yet. They don't have the second skill out for all classes because I haven't heard anything about Dark Knight. I've been checking, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's out already. But they have a lot of new enhanced skills. That makes me wonder if they're gonna have more than 2. They may even have level 58 enhanced skills, or they may keep going. And they've also talked about how they want to reduce all the skill levels, or they may actually do this. They're not entirely sure if they're going to, but they may reduce the level 61 and level 62 enhanced skills down to 60. So if you're level 60, you should have every single skill and enhanced skill variant that increases damage or whatever. I'm not sure if they... Well, I wonder what they'll do about the stat enhancement that goes up to level 82. Will they just leave that there and just like let you admire it forever, or will they take that shit out because it's never gonna happen? You guys know what I'm talking about, the level 80, like 90 skills that you can get for stat increasements. It depends on what class you have, but yeah, it's some interesting stuff, but that means that they're at least going to re-look at the skills. That may actually be something they fix, hopefully. And the hype thing is being the second awakening, aka enhanced skills, that we're getting more skills for every single class. That's gonna be crazy. Now, they have a lot more stuff that we still don't have. Recently in Korea, they have also added tents where you can buy pots, repair your gear, and you can set up this tent anywhere you want as long as it's like a flat surface. So you can set up this right next to your favorite grind location, and this makes things extremely convenient. They also added cronstone enhancement. I'm not sure the specifics, but they do show an example where you can enhance your awakening weapon and add up to 5 AP, and they make it clear that you can also add this 5 AP to max enhanced weapons such as pen. And it doesn't cost too many cronstones. It depends on the grade of your weapon, I guess. Depends on how many cronstones you need. And in the article, it just says gear. It shows an example of an awakening weapon, but it just says gear everywhere. So I don't know if this applies to all gear, all weapons, all armor. I'm not sure. It may just be awakening weapons, but the fact that you can add 5 AP at all is pretty insane. They're just upping the AP, and it's pretty simple to do that, which means you just spend so much mil for AP on your weapon that you already own, on pretty much any weapon as well. So that is pretty cool. Now, it doesn't stop there. They have even more updates that we don't have. For the siege scene, I'm not sure how this is going to affect the sieges here, but they have a system called the militia, where guilds that don't even own nodes to go into siege can be drafted into siege to help out in the attacking or the defending side of the siege. They have had numerous updates on the Korean side of how this will work, but they've also had, aside from that feature alone that's going to introduce a lot more people to sieges, they have also added siege weapons, which this will probably also be for node wars as well. So even if you don't even want to touch sieges, this affects node war guilds, I believe. I'm not sure how many people use this, but they have a musket specifically for sieging, so I think it stuns. I'm not entirely sure the specifics, but it's made for siege. It's not the same thing as a hunting musket, so that is interesting. It's called the Trina musket. It was recently added. They also have the Trina axe. Now this is an axe that can be enhanced up to pen, I believe, or at least very high. I'm not sure if it stops at 15 or pen, but it can be enhanced very high, and it doesn't require any class at all, so any class can take up this gigantic axe, I guess, and swing it, and its main purpose is like defeat barricades. I'm not sure how much damage it will do or what it's capable of, but this is a thing that anyone can pick up and enhance, and it will probably be useful to have at least one dude with this axe. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how these weapons play a role. I may be like hyping them up and they may be completely useless, or people might actually utilize them. I'm assuming the intent is that people use them, so they'll probably edit them, change how they work until people use them. I'm not entirely sure, but if I was a game developer, that's probably what I'd do. So there's hope that they will actually be used, and that gives people that don't have the gear score to compete with other people that do have the gear score something that they could do that's useful. So it's probably good. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I think it's kind of cool. And last but not least, there's been an update that Korea just got. We kind of talked about it. I think I hinted at it a little bit, but the Heart of the Veil. Heart of the Veil is the new best in slot alchemy stone dropped by the Veil, which of course is the new crazy gigantic sea monster that was just released in Korea. Now, in Korea, the first time it spawned, I heard things didn't go too well. I'm not sure if anyone got loot at all, but assuming they iron things out, it'll get a lot better. And when it comes to us, hopefully we will have something to do once a week on 3 different servers at a chance for a best in slot alchemy stone. That just sounds exciting. Now, I think that about wraps it up. That's about all we have to look forward to that I can think of on the top of my head. There's tons of other things, like 5 pets, or just like other like small updates that we'll probably get eventually. But those are the big things I'm looking forward to. If I miss something, let me know. And last but not least, we will look at the small but hintful Halloween costume update for NA and EU. So overnight, even though we didn't get maintenance, we did have this bloody suit outfit. So if you guys don't remember from last Halloween, this was their last Halloween. We had a lot more costumes. So this was the first costume they released, just like last year. And then they released the good costumes a little bit later. So there's the wizard, there's the Musa, there's the Sork. Now the females, I just want to point out, are very nice, and they have wings. It's very cool, and I like them. The males are just like Dracula, I guess. I'm not really sure, but they have it for all the classes except the Dark Knight and the Striker. I don't see, they literally just re-released outfits. Now we also have the Meiwa Peach Blossom. I'm not sure if I've shown this on my YouTube, so this is pretty nice. This may have came last week, I believe, but it is a very nice outfit. And we also have the Musa Noise. I don't know what it's supposed to say, but Noise is what it looks like to me. I like the sword, it looks sick as fuck. The outfit just looks meh. It'd be cool if he just like dyed it black, I guess. He'd be pretty sick. But that's all we have today. Next week, I would assume there's gonna be tons of more costumes. Dark Knight and Striker better get a costume. I just hope Dark Knight gets both the costumes. I don't know. And Mystic win, I don't know. We might miss out on Mystic Halloween. Who knows? Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm gonna go check out the Korean servers and their Halloween event and costumes, and I will see you guys later. I love you guys. Thanks for all the support. I'll see you next time.